'Cause there's so many things that I wanna tell you, darling. I wanna hold you so close.
I am back with another art market vlog, and this time I am going to show you the mess, the horror. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I will take you behind the scenes of how I prep for an art market. In this video, I will be attending Elbikon for the second time. Funny thing is, I almost didn't make it, and I applied and paid for my slot before the form closed, but unfortunately, I missed the cutoff and got waitlisted. Then, around the end of January, Elbikon reached out to say a slot had opened up, which meant that I had about less than 22 days or so to prepare. I was so confident that I'd get everything done early this time, and I thought I was ahead of schedule and I could finish everything before the big day, but boy, I was so wrong. By February 1st, I got hit with an influx of clay commissions, all due before Valentine's Day. Since those had to be prioritized, my art market prep got pushed back. Even though I had already drawn some sticker designs, I underestimated how long it takes to finish an art commission, and that left me with only 2 days to complete the rest of my merch for Elbikon. I had to sculpt character figures, a Blastoise Ditto figure, and tons of character keychains, all within a week. And my goal was to finish everything at least 3 days before the market so I could use the rest of the time for final touches. This batch of commissions was really fun to make, but I was worried I wouldn't finish them all before February 14. Luckily, I managed to complete most of them, leaving only a Blastoise keychain and pin to ship out by Monday, February 17. So if you're planning to join an art market while handling existing commissions, it's really important to consider how much time your commissions will take. That way, you can make sure you still have enough time to work on your merch without sacrificing sleep. I learned this the hard way, and I was sleeping super late for a week just to get everything done. After finishing all my clay commissions, I finally resumed working on my art market merch. Luckily, I had already designed 2 sticker sheets, 3 or 4 new die-cut stickers, and 2 new prints ahead of time. So I only had to focus on making handmade keychains and charms. That said, I still had to print all my stickers and art prints, which took extra time, but at least the designs were ready. So here I am, making the charms, and something unexpected happened. My super glue was stuck, so I asked my boyfriend to unscrew the cap. Now imagine this. I was watching Gravity Falls while working on the Tanghuli Miffy charms, and an interesting scene came up. I was focused on watching that I completely forgot the cap was unscrewed. Before I knew it, the super glue was pouring all over my thumb, and I panicked. And of course, I did something stupid. I grabbed a tissue and wiped my thumb, which is a huge mistake. The tissue got stuck to my thumb, and there was enough glue to cause a chemical burn, and let me tell you, it hurt like hell. Then came the smoke. Yes, actual smoke, no joke. I stood up, completely freaking out, and it took me a couple of seconds to run it under tap water. In my panic, I also tried to remove the tissue, which was a terrible idea because I could have ripped open my thumb. The pain? A solid 10 out of 10. I genuinely thought I was going to pass out from both the pain and the lovely scent of burning glue. So here's a reminder, if you're working on something that needs your full focus, try not to get distracted. Accidents like this are no fun. Oh, and if you ever spill super glue on yourself, don't wipe it, just run it under water right away. So we're on our way to LB. The distance from our place to UP-LB is around an hour, and luckily we didn't run into any traffic. But trust me, Los Baños traffic can get pretty rough. So that's definitely something you consider if you're planning to attend. Whether as an artist or just to check out the art market. It can take hours to get here, especially if you're coming in the afternoon or later. We arrived at around 10:30-ish, a little late since they opened at 10 a.m. But if I remember correctly, they do allow you to set up your table until lunchtime, so we still had some time. There were already a lot of people in line waiting to get in, and I was low-key panicking because we had so much to unpack, and people were already browsing while we weren't even halfway done setting up. The crowd was absolutely mind-blowing. There were over 100 local artists at this event, and even some well-known artists were here. If you're thinking of attending Elbikon, it's not just an art market. There are also discussions, games, performances, and of course, it's a great chance to hang out with your friends, snap pictures with your favorite cosplayers, and, just have a good time. And if you get a little hungry or thirsty, no worries. Since it's also Feb Fair, there are tons of food stalls right outside Baker Hall with all sorts of delicious options. One thing I always end up regretting though is not getting to roam around as much as I'd like because it could get really busy. I mean, just look at this crowd. I was having a hard time going to my table because there were a lot of people. I am so thankful to have my partner supporting me at art markets because honestly, I'd probably lose my mind if I had to handle everything alone. When people are buying from you at the same time, it can get hectic, and the last thing you want is to hold up the line and cause a bit of a traffic jam, and we definitely don't want that. So if you're planning to sell at an art market, I highly recommend bringing someone with you if you can. Having that extra set of hands means you can take a break, grab some food, or even run to the bathroom without stressing about leaving your booth unattended. And trust me, if you're an introvert like me, the whole experience can get pretty overwhelming. So having someone there to back you up makes it so much easier. So this is how my table looked like by closing time. All of the Mr. Loves are gone, and so many of my original stickers and prints found new homes. Thank you so much to everyone who supported us at Elbikon, and a huge shout out to the GLG organizers for putting together such an amazing event. I really hope to attend again next year. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more art vlogs.